Hello Scrappy Peeps, Suzanna here today to share with you this outdoor multi-photo layout that I created using the Sweet Rush collection from Vicki Boutin. So I always buy her stencils. I always like them. They're multi-purpose. I always get a ton of use from them, but I knew I had to have this particular stencil because it had the waves. And then of course the one after that is tropical leaves, and who doesn't need that for their fun summer adventures? And then the one after that is multi-hearts. So I know I'm going to get a ton of use for this. So I'm going to use that starred background with the blue base because I thought the blue base was a pretty cool way of creating the it's a quarry pit that my daughter is actually ziplining over as she's coming towards me, the photographer. And so I'm going to use the stencil with some Glitz Glitter Gel from Gina K / ThermOWeb to create that effect at the bottom of the page within the blue there. I love the way that the page is divided between the mixed media. So I am going to, well, first of all, I'm going to have to stir up my Glitz Glitter Gel because the glitter has all settled to the bottom. And while I'm working on a tearaway paper surface, I want to not have to do that because I've put scrap paper underneath because I know that I'm going to get some glitter through the edges. So I don't want to use all of the stencil. I just want to use parts of it. And I know because I have a 12 by 12 page that I want to do it on repeat. And because I don't want to overlap the stencil on top of the Glitz glitter, I am going to have those little gaps in there, but I am not bothered by that because as you can see, by not using the whole stencil, I have given myself I'm going to say room for error. So I love the effect of this tone on tone. And it really, while the bright is really blue, the blue is really bright, it really brightens it up even more and adds just a different tone on tone dimension to it. So things kind of globbed there a little bit as I slid the stencil. No big deal. I'm just going to scrape that up with, coincidentally, a Vicki Boutin palette knife there. If you make sure you get all of the glitter off of the edges when you close your Glitz Glitter Gel so that you make sure that there isn't room for air to dry out the glue that is in the Glitz Glitter Gel that actually secures everything down to the page there. Just a little tip that I have learned. Also, if you have saran wrap or cling wrap or whatever it is, if you put just a sheet of that on top, it also helps preserve and lengthen the life of your Glitz Glitter Gel. So I am going to fussy cut this giant flower here, and then I'm going to fussy cut some more of the flowers from the pink and orange sheet. I like fussy cutting. To me, it's therapeutic in a way. I also tend to not buy the ephemera pieces because I like fussy cutting, and B, I don't need the birds, the giant birds. They don't work for me, but I know these flowers do. And so I actually have 2 pieces of each of these floral papers, this one and the pink one that you'll see. So I have fussy cut the flowers. You can see I've put a pink border. That is one of the branding strips. And then I have also fussy cut, or not cut, but I cut apart one of the 3x4 journal cards with the pink border there. It's got the ice cream in the middle, and I just like the way that the pink frames the photos. And I like the way that the staggered photos give you the illusion of the movement on the page as she's coming at you or me, the photographer. And I like the way that speech bubble. I'm having problems talking today. I apologize. It is a Monday for me. I'm doing this voiceover on Monday. I like the way that speech bubble maintains the white space, but also adds to the illusion of the movement there. So I'm going to stick down these flowers. Some of them are going to go straight down onto the page. Some I am using some foam adhesive to adhere them down, again, just for some dimension. I'm going to cut apart this blue label that says A Day Like Today. I just wanted to add a little bit more blue in the ephemera to the top of the page rather than just the blue that's in her hard hat and her swimsuit there. And then it is time to work on the title. So I usually buy collections in two phases. One, I buy the pattern papers and then the papers that I'm going to cut apart, maybe some of the ephemera. And then I usually am like, I don't need any more thickers, don't need any more titles, and I leave those behind. And then I create with it and I'm like, still have more paper, definitely still need the thickers. So yes, those are on order. So in the meantime, I am going to use stuff from my stash, which is what I had intended to do all along before I stuck all this other stuff. So these are from Chamel. And this says, seriously, it's a little old, and I do have the Glitz Glitter, so I'm using some liquid adhesive to get that down. And then I am going to use some corrugated green letters. I want to say that those might be Kelly Perky, but I'm not sure about that. But so yeah, I'll use some green variegated letters to do fun, so that the title is seriously fun. The other thing that I am going to do off camera as well is I'm going to use a little yellow label that says Play All Day from Ellie's Studio, just for a little pop of yellow down at the bottom. So a lot of primary colors at the bottom with that reddy orange, the green, blue, and yellow. But to me, that is complemented with the pink and the greens that are up the top, and yellow really. So just using some of those stars that are from that same Chamel thicker pack to add again a touch of color up at the top. I really love what that little green star did in that speech bubble. It just tiny little detail, but makes a huge difference. And it's crazy in scrapbooking how that happens. So that is it. I'm just going to journal. Enjoy the close-ups. Thanks for stopping in today, and I hope I have inspired you to pull out some of your stencils and Glitz Glitter Gel and put them on your pages. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you are doing well and having some serious fun. Take care. Come back again soon.